Okay, Tuesday night, we're back out testing the car. Clive, the electrical wizards here. We've so far decided to take the coil off the TR6 and we have it, look at that installation. That's Clive's handiwork there. Coiled directly to the steering rack, steering shaft. Anyway, we're just idling it, we're bringing it up to temperature. We'll see what happens. Just trying to rule the coil out. Anyway, we're just coming up to 185 shortly. We'll bring you back. Alright guys, not sure what time it is, but getting pretty dark and stormy looking outside. And the wind is really blowing. But anyway, we've been playing around with the car for a couple hours, and I guess the positive way of looking at it is that I guess we're a little bit further ahead. Obviously nothing we've done tonight has solved the problem. But I'll go over with what we did tonight. So I think I'd mentioned already that we'd wired in a new coil. So that's the coil from the TR6 that we just have wired up, and in place of the TR3 coil that we have sitting there on the block. So I can tell you that we did take some voltage readings, and I wrote them down here for you to see. So at the coil, with the non-running car, just with the key on, we're at 11.7 volts. So when we turn the car on and the fan is off and we measure the voltage at the coil, it's 14.23. With the fan on and running, it's 13.7. So that's sort of, I expect a little bit of voltage drop, so that looks to be fine. We did also confirm that the alternator is charging, even on low RPMs, like 600 or 700 RPMs, the alternator is still charging. We did actually take a suggestion and we ran the fan independently, completely independently. So we disconnected the fan, and I'll show you this is where I have the fan hooked into. So we've got power here to the fan. So we've basically disconnected that. We hooked it up to a booster pack, and we ran the fan independently, completely independently of the battery, and still had the same results. So, like I said, we've made some progress. Obviously, haven't solved the problem. Now we're probably looking back at this being a heat problem with the carbs. Again, I've taken we played around with the mixture a little bit. You can see I've taken the filters off again. We took a suggestion of pulling the chokes to enrich in the mixture when it starts to assemble. That had no effect. It didn't really do anything. It actually caused the car to run more poorly and actually shut off. So we tried that. So again, we're sort of eliminating things as we go along, and I'm not sure what the next step is going to be. Like I said, I've ordered some of you don't know, but I've ordered a heat shield from ARE for the SUs, but to be honest with you, I don't know if that's going to help. Obviously the heat shield goes in between the isolator blocks here and down and then out, so it blocks the heat coming from the header. But I have a feeling that a lot of the problems I'm getting, or is the fan obviously blowing from here, from the front of the car, is actually blowing this way, you know, onto this float bowl and sort of heating this. Although when I touch the float bowls, they're warm to the touch. They're not really hot. I can tell you that the manifold, the intake manifold, is very hot, being right directly over the header. So I'm not sure if that could cause a problem. But anyway, I'm not sure where to go next, but we'll keep thinking about it. I'll post this video if you guys, anybody wants to jump in and make a comment. You're more than welcome to. I'm sort of half thinking that I'm going to pull these carbs off, and I do have another set of SUs that I'm kind of interested to stick them on there and see how it'll run with the other set of SUs. But yeah, I'm a little bit stumped. Anyway, we'll post this tonight just so you, all you guys that have commented on my video from last night can get an update, and you can see where we're at. Anyway, we'll keep trying. It's a little pretty frustrating problem, but hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it, and this might be good, some good knowledge for a future TR3 owner who might have the same issues. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to mention, one thing I was going to do was actually take some temperatures. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the first video, but so I have the laser temperature or infrared temperature, but unfortunately my battery's dead. Figures, right? It's a 9-volt battery. I don't have one kicking around the house, so I'll pick up a 9-volt battery, and I'll be interested just to take some heat measurements from around the various parts in the engine bay. We'll maybe do that tomorrow, so we have something to look forward to. All right, guys. Night.